One of the really greatest things that have happened to me recently, I met my future person in my dream, and I want to tell you about it because if I can do it, you can do it. Now, my name is Tanisha. I am a psychic medium. I'm working on the medium part, but I'm definitely psychic, and as we are, honestly. So this live, so this YouTube, so this video is about psychic powers, how we all have them, how I noticed that I had mine, and how you can dream or even envision your special person or anything for that matter. So if you like this, don't forget to follow me, don't forget to like, and don't forget to comment about what you think. So let's see, where am I going to get started here? The first time I officially realized that I am psychic was when I worked at a homeless shelter. I worked there for maybe like a year or so. And I met a short Italian guy there. He was adorable. He's like in his late 60s, and we became close friends. And he was working his way out of the shelter. And he ended up looking for an apartment, found an apartment, and was really nervous about whether he was going to get the apartment or not. He walks over to me and he's like, I'm really nervous. He's like, and he starts talking. And as he's speaking, I'm in my mind's eye, I'm picturing the apartment, how the house looked, how the room looked, how, the details of the bedroom. I saw him sitting on the bed in his underwear, eating his lunch. And I decided to go ahead and just ask him and confirm what I was seeing. Turns out I was right. And as I'm telling him these details, his eyes are getting bigger and bigger. And he's just like, at the end, he's like, how did you know all that? And I was like, honestly, I think I'm psychic. And I looked back to when I was a kid and all these different things that I would see in my room, the orbs, the ghosts, and all these different things I blocked out because I thought it was evil, because of the entertainment industry and because religion. I thought it was evil. So now that I'm older and I'm getting into accepting my psychic gifts, I decided to go ahead and ask for those gifts to come through. And they are very powerfully. So he got the apartment, by the way. He did get the apartment. And that's when I knew that I could not only show my gifts, I can also help others in whatever pursuits they might have in their life. And I love doing that. It's even in my natal chart. It literally says that as an Aquarius sun, my goal is to promote. So promote technology, et cetera, et cetera. Anyways, now I am on TikTok, I'm on Instagram, and I'm doing free readings, live readings, and I'm really good. And I'm getting this confirmation constantly, the confidence even as well as the confidence to continue doing this and to do it full time. So in this video, I'm gonna go ahead and talk about different psychic gifts. Again, we all have gifts and they vary from, different types, depending on what it is. We're gonna talk about the three main ones. These are my big three. And then maybe in another video, I'll talk about all the different ones because there's like 12. I don't want to do that right now. Clairvoyance is my main first one. Clairvoyance meaning clear seeing, meaning that you're able to see things in your mind's eye. And to explain what a mind's eye is, it simply means like if you were daydreaming per se and you're able to see and visualize certain things in this daydream, it's very similar to that. It's not happening in front of you, no, but you're able to kind of visualize it in your mind. So that's in your mind's eye. But I do want to add, you could also consider clairvoyance as seeing something in your reality. And that's usually people that are seeing those dark figures in the corner of the room or whatever, actually just seeing anything for that matter, anything from the astral plane. So that's clairvoyance. And then there's clairsentience, which is another strong clair that I have, or a psychic ability. And that just simply means a knowing. I can feel how people feel. It's also paired to being an empath, by the way. So if there's someone around me, or even if you are 5,000 miles away, I can actually feel your energy. I know when you're upset. I know when you're anxious. I could feel it in my gut. And let's see, the last one would be clairaudience. That's another strong one for me. Big on the clairaudience. I would say that's the strongest psychic ability for me. So clairaudience simply means that you're able to hear from the astral plane, whether it be a loved one who passed away, your higher self. Let's see what else. An ancestor, who knows, but you're able to hear them. And sometimes the voice sounds like yours. So What's really great about those three is they're the three most common in my opinion. And if they're the three most common, then hopefully something I say in this video will help you connect with your own abilities. So what are the things you can do with these psychic abilities? It's like, okay, now you know that you have a psychic sense. What can we do with it? Well, we can help others, of course. And by helping others, simply by doing the things that we normally do on a daily basis. Someone reaches out to you and says, hey, I feel X, Y, and Z. You're able to tap into that feeling. I know how you feel. Why? Because I can feel it. And I also am opening myself up for the guidance from my guides to share with you or from your guides. So whenever I do readings personally, whenever I do psychic readings, I tell you what I see, what I hear, and how I feel. And I also add and share with you the messages from your guides and my guides. So it's never just a regular reading. I don't use tarot cards. I don't use pendulums or crystals. Nothing against anyone that does. I don't need to use them. I don't want to use them. I want to use my own organic powers. And then maybe in the longer down the lines, I might throw in some tarot cards or something, but I have them, by the way. I just don't use them. So that being said, my readings, not only are they accurate, but you also get a chance to take away something. You have homework to do. You get a new sense of self, a new sense of purpose when you leave the reading with me. And other than that, oh my gosh. Other than that, what's really great about being a psychic medium, and I'll speak a little bit about the mediumship and I'll explain why I don't really consider myself a medium just yet, fully yet. What's really great about it is it's completely transformed my life. I went from being this person who didn't have confidence, who struggled with loving myself so much. And now I can see the clarity in my purpose in my life. Not only am I here to help people who have, who are inspired to do artistic pursuits or anything for that matter, but I'm also here to help them tap into their own abilities by sharing my story. So when I saw my loved one, or when I have these dreams of mine, because this is another thing I want to talk about, I have premonition dreams. I was able to see my mom pass away in my dreams before it happened. I got a chance to spend time with my mom before she passed because I had a dream of her passing. That is powerful. So powerful. I saw my biological father, and then I met him months later. By the way, I didn't even know he existed. I thought the other guy was my dad, but that's another thing I'll talk about later. Mom. Thanks, Mom. And then I met my now ex-husband, and I've also met my future person. And in this future person dream that I had, he was tall, much taller than me. He had long hair, long brown hair, and his face was blurred, but I did see his skin color. It was a light brown. And the way he made me feel was so powerful. He was, or is, my divine masculine. Fact. So I'm happy that my guides blurred his face out because I would hyperfixate like a mofo right now if I knew who he was. And I do know who he is, but it's still up in the air. I'm like not 100% sure. So that 10% that I have left from the 100, I'm able to, it keeps me from saying anything that might embarrass myself. So anyways, so if you're still watching and you're curious about how you can see your special person in your dreams or anything for that matter, simply speak out loud and ask your guides to allow you to tap into that psychic ability. And it might take a little time, but that time that it takes is up to whether you believe this is going to happen for you or not. The time that it takes for this to come to manifest in your life is dependent on whether you believe you are worthy of it. So focus on that. Speak out loud. No matter how crazy you might feel, do it anyway. I promise you, your gifts are going to come through in a wave, and be ready for it. Be ready for it. So when I met my special person, and I do know who he is now, and we have a relationship, but it's very slow. And I like that because we both have some work to do right now on each other. The most important thing that you need to know before meeting your special person is that if you don't consider yourself whole and you think that he's going to make you whole, then You're going to be sorely disappointed. You need to be able to look at yourself in the mirror and believe everything, all those affirmations that you say, you need to believe it. And it might take a little time, but eventually you will believe it if you do it. So eventually, when you have gone through your self-love journey and you are confident and you know that you're beautiful, that you're smart, then your special person will come through when he's at that point as well. And you guys can balance each other out. And it doesn't end up being this push and pull, this chasing and running dynamic that we hear all about on TikTok and other social media sites. So keep that in mind. Your special person's there. Again, if you want to tap into those psychic abilities, you can do what I just said, or you can reach out to me and we can work together. It's completely up to you. So when it comes to mediumship, now I am a strong medium, but I'm still working on my confidence with that, because sometimes those who have passed away don't want to come through. Or when they do come through, they come through in flashes and little bits of details. And I want to give more. When you're in a meeting with me and you're paying for it, I want you to have more. I want you to have those specific messages from your loved one. I want you to be able to ask me questions about them. And right now, my mediumship powers are not there yet. So I haven't done official sessions for mediumship, but I do plan on doing it soon for people that understand I'm also learning and don't have high expectations for me. So that being said, I still consider myself a psychic medium, but that's also because I'm manifesting that part to become stronger and to be more confident in myself and my own abilities. So if you got this far in this video, then I love you. First of all, thank you for watching. Don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to like. Don't forget to comment. Let me know what you think. And if you have questions, let me know. Please reach out. I am open. Go to my website, yourstorycoach.org. Click on my Instagram, my TikTok. I go live on TikTok every single day and I do free readings. Every day I'm on there. I don't have a schedule. Just go on TikTok, and if you see me post a story, click on that story. The story will tell you when I'm going to be on, whether it be 20 minutes from now or an hour from now, but catch it. And if you want a reading, my readings start at $20. $20, that's it. I drop my prices so that I can help more people. $20, $45, and then $85. 15 minutes, 30 minutes, 60 minutes. It's completely up to you. So thank you so much for watching. I appreciate you. And until the next video.